As Nigerians, there are so many mistakes we make with money when it comes to spending in the UK. And These have really been a concern for so many. Somebody asked me the other day, why is it that us living in the UK, we have one of the strongest currency in the world as compared to the USA, to New Zealand, to Australia, and even Canada. But when it comes to things that people do, you see that people in the US or Canada are performing better than us that even have a higher currency. I think it's mostly about the mindset. Now, when you come to the UK, one of the mistakes that we make here is that the UK is like things like food. Let me take African food. This is just my experience and me trying to wrap up some mistakes that we make about money. So it might not be the whole list, or it might not be the main thing. You can also add that in the comment section. Now let's talk about food. I don't think there's any other country in the world that you can get access to Nigeria food the way you can get access to it in the UK. Now, I know how much it costs in order for us to eat or to buy foodstuff, the Nigeria foodstuff. Sometimes when you enter the Nigeria, what do you call it, African stores, you see that you are spending nothing less than £150, £200 just to get the normal basic food that you eat there in Nigeria. To get egusi, to get ogo, to get all those things, you'll be hearing £2, £5, this. Now, the money you are spending in that African store because you want to preserve your heritage, you want to eat all the ogbono, you want to eat all the egusi, all the oha soup and everything. If you compare the same money to your counterpart from another place or to the British here eating probably their meal, you see that the difference is very hard. So it's very high. So sometimes I normally tell people that it is also okay for you to adapt a little bit to the country where you now live. It is very hard for you to leave all your Nigeria food per se, yes. But I think the kind of money we spend on African stores is sometimes too high, and we need to try to see a way to reduce that expenses. Man must live, not to eat alone. And you might also make it a point of duty to buy your goods in bulk. Nowadays, it is easier to get logistics services that can pack all your food. If you have trusted people you can trust with your meal, you can also pack this food from Nigeria directly, probably buy 1 month food or buy 2 month food, as the case might be. These have helped so many people to also save money. Now, another mistake that Nigerians do when it comes to those living in the UK is how they use their wages or their salary. For some people, their salary comes weekly, while some other their salary come monthly. Now, when you look at this, you see that so many people, when this money come, before you know it, boom, in the next 48 hours, the thing is gone. Why? You have to pay things like, rent. Some people that are not living in shared apartment, like family people that rented a whole building, they have to pay for council tax, they have to pay for electricity bill, they have to pay for gas bill, water bill, they have to pay for their car insurance, they have to pay for their phone debit, they have to pay for so many things that direct debit keep coming in order to take away all the money. Now, one of the mistakes people make is not dividing their money into percentages. Let me tell you the truth. As a couple, or as a single person, your 1 week rent is supposed to, your 1 week wages, the equivalent of your 1 week wages is supposed to be what you are using to pay for your house rent. For instance, if your house rent is 1,200, it means that collectively for the two of you, you people are earning up to 1,200 per week. That's our guy is doing 600, you are doing 600. Our guy is doing 800 a week, and you are doing probably 400 a week as a woman. So or a madam is doing 800 and our guy is doing 400. No matter how the family, you are 1 week um, wages is supposed to be your rent. That is how I divide it, because the other 3 weeks you can use 1 week in order to take care of your expenses, and you still have like 2 weeks in order for you to do service. But what you see that the people do is that they calculate their money based on how much coming. For instance, they will say after tax I earn 1/6, and you see some people going to live in a house of 1,000 out of 1/6. Now he's now struggling with 600. He will now be saying, I still have 600 to do. At the end of the day, they will have a lot of problem. You are supposed to climb up the ladder. Remember, you have been living in Nigeria, you have been living in Bongo, you have been living in Africa for a very long time. You just come into a new environment. There is no how. Nobody said, don't put pressure too much on yourself. Nobody is really expecting you to come and live in the best locations. They could come and live the best life right now. You just arrived. You just come into a new system. You do not know anybody from Adam here, things like that. So you must not make the mistake of trying to impress people per code. Yeah, all you need to do is to get a reasonable house that you can lay your head, that is clean, that have all the things that you need, like heater, things like that. As a family man too, be very careful with how you spend those money. So rent and other bills will take away your money if you do not plan on percentages. And also, you should also learn on how you people can curb on phone bills. Most times you see that the houses you live have what do you call it, full internet access. So if you go and collect a deal or a phone on credit with internet and sim, at the end of the day you'll be paying high. Sometimes this money is usually very small. You say, is it not 90 pounds, is it not 80 pounds? And at the end of the day, you now enter into what we call serious gbese. Now, another problem that most people have is credit card. Now, when it comes to credit card, discernment need to be used. So many people have claimed that they use credit card and they pay off all at the end of the month. The truth is this: you must be very disciplined in order to stick to this rule of using your credit card and paying off. I have seen so many people that credit card have ruined them. And one thing about credit is that you should be very careful of collecting personal credit. Even if you collect personal credit, make sure that you are using this credit for asset. By asset, I mean to do business is something that will bring in money. Rich people use credit in order to do business and get money and pay and get their own. While poor people use credit in order to impress people that don't even care about them. So you see people, they collect credit card and they're using their credit card to buy new clothes. They're using their credit card or their pay later salary to buy new shoes, to buy new winter clothes, to buy this, to buy that. At the end of the day, those things pile up in their house. If you come into their small space in their house, there is no space. Apathy, apathy, apathy. Briefcase, briefcase everywhere. No space. Okay? So you have to be careful with what you do with your credit card. Now, another thing is car finance. Car finance. So many people, they use money to go and buy a car, or they go and finance a car, and they now start paying outrageously for this finance that they have done. They now start paying for this huge mistake that they have done. Now you are doing finance on something that lose up to 30% immediately you leave the garage. So some of them, they say, this guy is helping me in order to connect from year to year, connect from year to year, connect from year to year. And it becomes a problem when you are now only connecting from year to year to from year. For instance, someone probably that come into this country and your workplace is like 1 hour or 1 hour 30 minutes away from you. So tell me, if that workplace is what is tying you down, that is making you to get a car, what stop you from moving closer? What forms you stop you from moving closer to work? What stops one of you from looking for work closer to the other place so that you people can at least be closer to work, and it will reduce a whole lot of expenses. You wake up in the morning, you drive 1 hour 30 minutes to work, waste a whole lot of fuel on gas, waste a whole lot of maintaining the vehicle, finance the vehicle. You still drive 1 hour 30 minutes back home. So if your work is 9 to 5 or 9 to 6, it means that you need to leave home around 7 o'clock. Even before your children prepare for school, you need to leave home. And then when you close work, you are coming back around to 10. And at that time, the children have slept. It's not as if the work is not the normal 8 hours or 10 hours job that people do. It is because the distance is very far. So now you are spending money on financing vehicle, you are spending money on gas, you are also having what we call burnout. And what you should know about the body is that the body keeps scores of all these things. The body keeps scores of all these things, and either is gonna affect you mentally or otherwise. There is a whole lot of bills to pay. Now people will say, in Lagos I go stay for traffic for 7 hours, you never start. See, the truth is that in that same Lagos or this thing, the bill is not the same. Now here, as the money dey enter, the money dey comot. So if the money dey comot like that, e get as e dey take affect your mental being, e get as e dey take affect you. That is why you see they say somebody say that they should go and conduct a mental check of everybody that is in Nigeria, that people know well. I'm telling you that you might conduct it and see that people are still well. It is not the same with here. People here, a whole lot of pressure is on us, and those pressure on us can snap you. The pressure you are getting from work, the pressure you are getting from home, the pressure you are getting from bongo, the pressure that you are getting from taxes, the pressure you are getting from your landlord, the pressure you are getting from bills, the pressure you are getting from direct debits, the pressure you are getting from credit card, the pressure you are getting from people that want you to make it at all time. You are the center. Immediately you come abroad, nobody dash you money again. It is you. Money goes only through one way, you to them, you to them. How many times have you been here in abroad and somebody call you on phone and say, Chijoke, please send your UK account number, let me dash you £20, let me dash you £100. How many times have you had it? How many times have you had people from Nigeria telling you how far, if rent no do you, no wahala, I go send you rent this month? How many times? It is usually the way forward. Even those that are still struggling, those that are students, those that come in and the job never click, those that are still struggling, those that have lost their job, people back home are still expecting you to give them money. You understand? So another mistake that we do is trying to impress people back home. Somebody just come in, he never even arrange. I tell people that arrange your paper first. You never even arrange your stay, arrange how you go dey well. You see them trying to build house for their father or their mother in order to tell their uncle that him is now in Obodo Oyibo. Like, you see them trying to use their money in order to buy one latest car and get a driver for their mom, in order to come to social media and do a video that I promised my mom that I left home in order to feed home. The truth is that even as you are leaving home in order to feed home, you must be able to eat first in order for you to be able to feed someone else. So many people have made this mistake. You build a house. The house, sometimes it's not even your relative or close ones that will live in the house. The house will be occupied by other people, and you will still be paying them salary in order for them to maintain the house that you have spent all your money in order to build. So these are some of the mistakes that people are making, and it is a very serious money mistake. Now, we need to make sure that we make the right decisions. First of all, 15% of everything you earn should go out to a mutual fund or to shares. And in the UK, we have what we call ISAL account. You understand? This ISAL account give you access to £20,000 where you do not need to pay tax in order for you to invest. You can use trading a platform like Trading 212 in order for you to make your investment. And if you are new into investment, even though this is not an investment advice, always contact an investment expert if you want to make investment. But this is for educational purposes. You can invest in S&P 500 where they will take your money and invest in 500 top companies there in the US. You understand? These are things you can learn. Save up emergency fund. Save money. You understand? Keep money. No, one other mistake people do is trying to save money in Nigeria, saving money in Naira. I don't understand the rationale behind that. And the president is even trying to tax everybody from next year. So if from next year you are working all the money here and they are taxing you 30% back home, what are you really doing? I don't know why people find it hard to save their money in pounds. People in Nigeria are finding a way in order to save their money in dollar and pounds. Life no balance. So see, when I was in Nigeria, we were opening account, what do you call it, denunciary account in order to save money in dollar. Like now, we now come abroad, we are now opening account in order to save money. God just share problem for everyone. So please stop saving your money in naira. I don't know why you are doing that. If you want to do a business in Nigeria, do a direct business. We have many platforms for you to move your money and do your business. There's no need you saving your money there. If you want to buy stock in Nigeria Stock Exchange, buy direct stock in Nigeria Stock Exchange. Stop saving money there. You understand? Stop saving money. Save money where you are. Save money where you are. That is the best thing. What other mistake do you think Nigerians make when it comes about money? Drop it in the comment section and I'll be here to read it. This is Showboy and I'll see you in the next one. Peace and love.